Bienvenido, welcome. I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. As I see, there's not really anybody in here yet, but I can hear on my own little audio device. It sounds like my volume's not too bad. The music might be a little too low. Let me raise the music a little bit before getting started. Like I said, there's a little bit of music. I'm not sure if I should raise it though. Okay. I think that's okay. I obviously you mainly want to hear my voice, unless if you don't want to hear my voice, you want to hear the music. Okay. All right, now that I've just got it started, hopefully, people start wandering in or whatever, just a warm up. I guess, how are everyone doing? Leave in the comments. I would love to see how your week has been going. It's the beginning of the week, but I guess last week. How's your last week been going? You could do, I saw this in another channel that was really cute. We do 3 emojis to symbolize how your week has been. So that would be great if you could do that. Leave that in the comments. I would love to guess how your week has been going. But for today, I thought, well, I'm not actually like 100% sure what we're gonna do. I guess to warm up, let's just do some doodles. I have Ghost over here to my left. He's gonna do all the doodling for us, and I am just gonna chat for whoever comes in. Hey, welcome in, OG Mr. Ghost. Great to see you again. I was actually about to do a little bit of doodling. I was actually asking earlier. If you want, you can share how your week has been going. Not like, I know this is the beginning of the week, but I mean from last week. How has your life been going in using like 3 emojis? I thought it would be like a fun thing. I mentioned it last time. If you want, you could try it as well. If not, you could just tell me how your work has been going or how you been. How's today? And yeah, we're just gonna doodle a little bit, and then after that, I will probably, after I've warmed up a little bit, or I guess Ghost is warmed up, we'll actually do, I don't know, maybe a request or ask like, what kind of drawings should I do for today? Last time I did a hippogriff, but I actually thought was pretty fun. I can show it off for a moment. Here you go. There it is. I finished it. I actually think it's pretty fun. And it's the pose is a little crazy. I chose it to be a little crazy, but hey, why not? Am I obligated to make it all serious and stiff, standing all majestic? No, I want to do a little crazy looking. See, it's crazy looking. I like it. All right, now. All right, so that's it. Just do a little bit of doodling today. What should I doodle to warm up? Oh, actually, I could do my favorite animal. I actually have like 3 favorite animals. But I want to. I have a lot of. It's really funny. If you look at my desk, I have a bunch of these. I have a bunch of owls. Owls are one of my favorite animals. I actually love them. I think they're so cute and funny looking. Other animal I'm really into are pigs and hyenas, believe it or not. Hyenas, I don't know why. I like hyenas. I think they're interesting and they're kind of funny, especially how they laugh, even though they're insanely dangerous. I would never want to be near one. But I do think they're cool. And they do have, there's like a village in Africa, if I remember, where they have these wild hyenas that are extremely friendly because the village will feed them food so they don't attack people. So it's very interesting. I don't know if I'd want to go there. I don't know if any of you would go to pet hyenas. But no, I'm gonna do a doodle of an owl. Yes, or maybe like a Pokemon-esque, like a Fakemon owl. I know there's a ton of owl Pokemon, but no, why not? Let's do it. What pose? I guess, well, since we're warm enough, I'm just gonna do like a general. Oh, what is that? Hand, and computer, and a save file. Hmm. That's were you trying to save like where you're saving your broken laptop or no, but what's the hand though? Why the hand? I don't know. I like the so it's a laptop and saving. You're saving a laptop, I'm assuming. I don't know what the hand why the hand? Which actually gave me an idea. Okay. So let's do the owl. Let's do like a big old eyes. And let's do yeah, let's do it like this. I'm already enjoying this little guy, even though we just started. Working. Oh, the hand is working. So you were working on computers? On a laptop? Oh, okay. He's a little tired. I thought he was tired. I don't know why I feel a little drained today. Well, probably because I've done a lot of stuff today. I had to deal with mechanics and stuff, and they still didn't even fix my car. But I was doing that all day. That is stressful, believe it or not. I don't know about you, but that drains my batteries. Anything that is like that, like I'm happy with just doing doodles and stuff, working on my game, stuff like that. Oh, that is like the dream. If I could do that all day and not worry about anything else, that would be the best. But for now, I have to do all that grown-up stuff. You know, I got work. Gotta deal with car trouble. I'm working on my game. Ooh, I like. Well, wait, you're working on a horror game, right? See, I appreciate horror games even if I don't play them. You know, just because I am a bit of a scaredy cat. Yeah. I'm a bit of like, oh no, I'm getting all scared and whatnot. See, it's for a doodle. This guy isn't too bad. But no, I'm too much of a chicken to play skitty games. And I would say I would try your game on a stream or something, but then I would feel obligated. I would have to keep playing even if I was afraid. Which that's what I'm like. No, I'd rather play cozy games or maybe action games. Oh, I don't know if you. No, I think you were here last time. That I did the chair racing game. That was pretty fun. Not gonna lie, that was cool. Okay, so I did a little doodle. Let's do a little color. What color should we give this guy? Let's go with like a. Oh, you know what I'm going with? I'm gonna go with. Let's go with like a reddish. Like a reddish color? Yeah. Okay, let's do a reddish color. Because I don't know, I got this like this vibe of you know those like the little maka, the little Japanese things, the little Japanese worry dolls, where you color in one eyeball. Oh, actually, if I'm doing that, maybe I should make one of them. It's hard because it's school. Oh yeah, I know what you mean with like see the same thing with me because I have work. And then I have, you know, attending my daughter and stuff. I have to take her to school and whatnot. And then regular activities that we have to do as an adult. And then when I have enough time, I work on my game. You know, I haven't actually worked on my game on like a stream just because I get like super hyper focused when I don't want to be like chatting as much. But I feel like later I would like to. You know, I'd want to, yeah, I'm 14, so. No, I mean, like, I get it. I'm in 37 already. So I'm a bit older than you. So I am a bit older. Let's do, I can just close this eye. Give one eye open, one eye closed for the doodle. And then let's go back to Doodle Mock because they have like a, excuse me, sorry. They have like these little mask things, right? Yeah, I think they, no, what is it? They have like a, this shape? I don't know the shape. I can sit. No, I don't think I'm getting sick. I would say you are 20 to 25 minutes. No, I'm. Hey, welcome in, Mithrix. Sorry, I'm gonna have to take a drink of water. But no, I'm in my 30s. I have a daughter. I have a young daughter. Which I don't know if you've seen one of my videos, the one with Bingo. It's a character for like one of the videos. That's actually my daughter. She is she's pretty much my life, if I'm being honest. Look at that. That is already kind of cute. You know, it's not too bad. No, I like that. This color in what's it called? I think it'll be something like that. No, not like that. New monster owl design. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doodling. I'm not actually like, this is not like it wouldn't be in a game or maybe it could be. I don't know. I mean, not my game, because my game's heavily influenced on Caribbean mythology. And there are owls in Caribbean mythology, mainly because of a lot of like Caribbean mythology brings over things from northwestern Africa. So it's like a mix of like, you know, the Taino stuff, which is like the native Caribbean. So like a lot of the Central American Indians. So it's like all the Taino stuff. But the Orisha stuff is a lot of influence of North and Western Africa. So they would have owls, but they just wouldn't have this Japanese owl. You know, I wouldn't do that. So I think it would be something like, no, oh, you know, I know. Let's do, okay. So the lids will be white. And then the eye. So he opens his eye and it would be black inside. Oh, that's kind of creepy. I don't know about that. Oh, maybe it's not that bad. So like that, and then have like a little yellow. I don't know if it's creepy or neat. Okay, I think that's cuter. So have one eye open, one closed. That would be the concept if it was like developed more, you know. And then the face. What is the face? What color would it be? Green. Like a gray. I think that looks okay. Like looking at this, which is like a lot farther away, and it's like tiny. It doesn't look too bad. And then make the hands, the color. Look at that. That is actually kind of a fun design for just being a doodle. So what do you think? Should I take this farther? Like make it like more of like a polished piece? Or do you think I should just do something new? I like your game because it's more fun to make. I have the heck of creepy and story. And I collaborate with 3 YouTube. Ooh, very cool. I am not collaborating with anybody right now. I would love to in the future. As soon as I have more, like, okay. So like I'm working to the point where I can make a nice, like a trailer. You know, if I can make like a nice 30 to 60-second trailer, then I'll like start like pushing it out. Because I've spoken to YouTubers, I've spoken to many YouTubers, and a lot of them have seen my art and they're like, oh, that's really cool, it's interesting. Even a few of them have like a decent following. There's like one guy I was talking to, he has over like 100,000, and he thought it was really cool. I'm adding 3 YouTubers and I need to add them in my game. Oh, that would be cool to do like some kind of like collaboration of them in my game. I mean, right now, I don't like in my game, you know, I have like, there are people. I've obviously been more focused on the creatures, but eventually I will need people. And I have like some people designed, but I should have more. So I might even do that. That might even be like a Kickstarter thing where I do like with people who Kickstarter, I'll use them as characters in the game. I think that'd be interesting. Like an interesting thing that people would be into. Like, oh no way, I'm in the game. That'd be so cool. Like in the town or whatnot. Like it doesn't affect anything. Not really. You know? Now let's do. I think I'm gonna continue doing this just because I'm kind of digging this design. It's not like a bad doodle, even though this wing is wonky. Now that I look at it, let's change that wing. Yeah, look at that. It's already better. Yeah, because it's like, that's fine. I like that more. All right, let's continue it. Let's do. Oops. Okay. Sorry, it was like a jump. I did not like that. I was actually even thinking of doing what are they called, those like fake-a-mon commissions and stuff. I don't know if people would even like that. I'm making mini games of them, but it's hard. I almost give up many times. No, I know. I did 6 small trailers, like 5, 10, wow, 11 minutes. That's long. So I'm like, it's just like, it's one of those things. So much to making games and stuff. I love games, but it takes so long, especially when you're by yourself and it's not your main job. You know, I would love that. Like, I want to get to that point where I could do like a Kickstarter and stuff, and get like funding and get like a publisher. It'd be nice. Hopefully, maybe like this year or next year. I'll see. It really depends. I gotta start moving on my stuff. I can actually start sharing that. Like I do share some stuff. Like tomorrow I'm gonna do like a mini devlog, and I'll share some of some progress. You know, last time I was showing one of the characters. It's called an aaaaah. They're like these little pot creatures that are in the game. It's kind of your source of magic in a way. Like you do like in the game you do have like you make actions and stuff. You fight. You're able to fight, but it's like it's not the main focus of the game. Fighting is not the main focus. You're more like a protector in a way. Like you go around protecting people and Horis and the little pot guy. They help you with magic. They're like a source of magic. You know, but they're also your friend at the same time. They're like your best friend. One of the bigger friends. It's not I wouldn't say it's a starter. It, like, you know, if you're doing like comparison with Pokemon, where Pokemon's like, oh, here's like a starter Pokemon. It's like, not really a starter. I would say it's almost like you know how, what's it like, Rotom, like the Dex? I would say I'd probably compare it with that, where it's that, but then that helps you. You know what I mean? So it's like almost like, oh, like every single trainer in this world, they're not called trainers in mine, they're called Ishi. Every single Ishi has an aaaaah, which is like a little pot. There's different pots too, but I only shared one so far. Hopefully that is cool. I'm gonna tell a sad story in the game. Ooh, that's gonna be cool. So what are you doing? Like what in your game? You're saying you're gonna do like it's like a sad story. Are you open to sharing that, or are you like keeping it hush hush? You know, because I know like some creators are like, no, I'm gonna keep it more of a surprise, so they don't want to share too much. Which I understand. It's respectable if you don't want to share. But I mean, obviously, I call myself a hobby tourist because of that. I love falling in love with other people's passions. I don't know. Oh my God! There we go. Oh yes, it is a night, day 3. Oh, what is it? Yes, it's a night, day game, night, 3D, day 2D. Oh. Interesting. That is an interesting take on that. I like that. So like half the time you're playing in 3D and half the time in 2D? Oh, okay. So it's like, because that's such an interesting way of doing that. I don't like it though, because like in the 3D, are you over the shoulder or is it just first person? There's a day night. Yeah, no, but I mean like in the night, when you're in 3D, is it there's 12 days, 12 nights, first person? Oh, okay, that is a lot better for creepy stuff. Because that's one thing you always see in creepy games are always first person. It's kind of hard to do a third person. Okay. So then in the day, would that, well, since it's 2D, is it like a top down? Is it like what's the deal with that one? Is it like because like I do in mind there will be, I mean I haven't implemented that yet. I'm still so early in my development of the game. Just because like in my own game, what the part that took the longest for me, if I'm being honest, was getting like the direction. Oh, it is top down. Yes, I kind of figured it would be top down. Hey, welcome in Lucevania, Florida. Great to see you again. Yeah, right now we're just doodling. We're doing a little owl doodle for funsies. And then OG Mr. Ghost is chatting to us about their game, which is like a scary game. Like maybe you're into it. I'm probably not gonna play it, to be honest, but I will definitely talk about it. I don't mind talking about it. Like when I get later on, I'll definitely share it with people. But hey, go play this game. I will not play it because I'm terrified of scary games. But I'm more than happy to tell people. How many do I have? I don't have that many subscribers, but I will tell them. When you get farther along too, I will more than gladly share that. Like, think about, are you in the Discord? I don't have that many people in there right now, but no. I have a few people. There are 2 eras. One is 1 through 7 and 1 is 7. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's, okay, that's interesting. So how long is each cycle? Is it like, it's not going to be real-time speed. They'll take forever, I'm assuming. Unless if you're going to be like super crazy and going like full, like, oh no, I'm doing it every hour is every hour. That'll be kind of crazy. Nope. Nope. Oh my god. No, I'm not digging that. There we go. Jeez. Night 5. Okay, so wait, the whole night is 5 minutes? That's it? Okay. And the day? How long is the day? Is it a different time? See, this is kind of cute. I'm kind of digging this. Day as long as you want. Oh, so it's gonna, instead of being time based, it's more of what's it called? Like action based. So it's like, oh, I did this action, this time accelerates. Hey, welcome in Inoob or Inoob. I never know how to say your name, but great to see you again. Right now we're just doodling. You know, we're just having fun. I was doodling an owl until I got like, I don't know, inspiration to do something else, or someone else told me something. Just like a little cute owl character. You can do a lot of stuff in the day. Oh, okay. So is it like during the day it's more like a resource? You're doing like your resources and etc. That's what, at least that's what I'm assuming. Oh wait, hold on. Let us combine these. Just means like this is like the rough. It is like doing this. Okay. Okay, so during the day you do all your. I'm assuming you're doing all your like inventory or whatever. And then nighttime is just like, okay, I'm gonna panic. There's endings plus a hacker end. Oh, okay. So you already have this like planned out. So okay, so it's gonna have multiple endings. See, that's the thing in my own game. It's gonna be very open. You know, like there's a story, but it's like you could follow the story if you want. And like there's multiple stories. Kind of like, see, I can't think of a game that does this right now. But think of like there's multiple little mini stories, and then as you play, they're all happening at the same time. You know, and then depending on which stories you choose, the things will happen. You know, so like say there's like 5 paths, just to an example. You do 5 paths. You go, oh, I'm gonna go path 1. You do path 1. So now the other 4, they change. They already advanced, their story advanced. So you'll do that. So after you play the game, you could actually, hey, I want to play it again and then try a different story. So I think that will be fun for people. And like I said, they're all of the game that I'm making is inspired by Caribbean mythology. I'm thinking something like that. It's kind of living over here. I'm kind of digging this guy. It's kind of cute. Let's see. Yeah, I'm digging that. A good end and a true and a secret and accurate and ooh. See, like that, there's, I don't know. I think with my game, I guess technically it would be like that, like a multi-ended game, but it's at the same time, no. Yes or no? Just because it's not made like that, it's made like everyone has their own story. So like it would be very difficult, but oh, this is my end. So, because that's like another thing in my game. There will be other Ishi like you, and they'll be like randomly generated to join missions. So even everyone, you be playing this mission, but you have a different partner. Oh, okay. So you're working on so right now in your game, are you working more so like in engine already? You're already in engine, or are you just doing more of the design part right now? Because like for me, I'm already working in engine. The design part I already pretty much locked in. All the design elements I've locked in for my game. Still, I don't know about that. I'm giving instructions helping my team. Ooh, okay. So you're more of you're the designer. Okay, how many people do you have in your team? I wish I do not have a team. I wish. It says just me, myself, and I. Yep, it's just me working on my game. I'm kind of digging this guy. He's kind of cute. Let's go down. Let's do these. Nope. I like it. No. Nope. Come on, guys. Get over this. There we go. A little messy, but I am not stressing. This is just doodles anyways. We're doing it for fun. Yeah, no, I mean, of course. You're doing like, so this game that you guys making, are you actually planning on releasing it? Like, or are you releasing it, but are you releasing it for, like for free? You're gonna do it, charge any money? My game is free when it comes. Okay, so it will be free when you take it out. Like 100% free. Okay, that's cool. No, I mean, like for me, I can't say it's gonna be free. I do plan on making it a business. I am trying to work for this to be like this looks wonky looking at it now. When I panned out, this looks bad. Yeah, that top fluff looks big. There we go. That looks a lot better. And now, I know a lot of people don't like doing this, but I love the thick lines. I love these. Like I know everyone's like, oh, it looks like whatever. It looks gross. But I like it. I like the thick outer lines. It makes it like a graffiti almost, I love that style. I love that like fun graffiti look to it. What's it? My game is only on PC. Yeah, I mean, my game is also only on PC. I would love to be on the Switch. That is like one thing I think my game would do well on the Switch. Just because like the aesthetic. Even though Nintendo's being really messed up lately. And it's kind of not cool what they're doing with that all that patent stuff. I don't know if you've heard about it. And it's one of those things I was a little nervous, not gonna lie, because I was like, oh, wait, I'm making a monster taming game. Like, yeah, a monster taming style game. Will that affect what I'm doing? It won't. It won't actually affect it, just because their patent is so specific, the way they did it, and even then, it's not enforceable. The whole point of their patent is just to scare people. You know, but he's like, hey, if I don't like this game, I can mess with it. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna sue you, waste all your time and money. They won't, you'll see, they won't sue any big companies. They'll only be suing these little companies. Never sell your game. What do you mean? I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with selling a game. You know? I mean, I want people to enjoy and I want to be able to have money to make more games. And hire people to help me too. Because if I make money, then I can hire people. And then we can continue making fun games. Now, will I make it super expensive? Like a $80, $90 game? No. I don't think so. I don't think I'd ever do those style games. Just because there's no need to be honest. I mean, somebody wants to buy 100% company. Oh, my game? I don't think I'd want to sell it. Just because I know, just because like the way my game is, it is very close to my heart. You know, like it is part of my culture, and I feel like it would be very difficult for me to want to sell it. You know, the concept where it's like a monster-taming game based on the Caribbean. You know, but it's you don't tame the creatures. That's like one of the big things I don't. Like it's because of, you know, how you see, oh, it's like monster taming. It's like yes and no, because you're making friends with them, and they have the choice of actually leaving you, which I feel like it'll be weird. A lot of people might not like that. I've spoken to some people like, oh, that's so awkward. And I was like, yeah, but you're not training them, and also you don't own them. They actually choose to go on adventures with you. Ugh, what am I doing? Like in my game, they'll have what was it? Let me give you an example. Minecraft sold for $25K in 5 years. It made no true, 100% true. That's like I wouldn't want to sell it. What I'd want to do, if it, like for me, realistically, I would want to find a good publisher, and one specifically because I wanted to like a lot of my game. I just not targeted. It is made more for kids because I want kids to be able to play my game. Same like this Pokemon. There's like one thing a lot of people don't get. Like, oh, why doesn't Pokemon make adult games? It's like, yeah, because they don't want it. You know, like yes, they have a lot of adult fans. They do. I mean, I'm an adult fan. I'm on the older side of people who like Pokemon. Hey, welcome in Kenneth North. I requested my drawing with tooth eventually. What? Pikachu with a top hat. Okay, I mean, I could do that next. I was literally just doodling and ended up drawing an owl because I love owls. And I like Japanese culture, so I did a little one of these guys. I think they call it Duromakas or something. I don't remember how to pronounce them. But the little dolls with the one eye. Well, you fill out one eye, and then you write like a thing, like a goal you have. You're like, oh, I really want to, I don't know, like something realistically. Oh, I want to do well on my test. And you write underneath, I want to do well on my test. And when you do well on your test, then you fill in the other eye. And you're supposed to, in life, you're supposed to fill it up. Like your room or your house, fill up with these little toys or little, it's actually a little dude that's covered in a blanket. That's like the original story. Yeah, oh, thank you. You like it? Yeah, he just has the one eye closed, one eye open. I thought it's cute. But yeah, I will. But no, I was mentioning earlier, a moment ago, I was mentioning that my game is very much, I want it for kids. You know, I want people, maybe if you notice, I like kid art. It's funny because when I was younger, I like that dark stuff. I like the super dark, you know, angsty stuff. And I'm like, you know, I don't know why. I'm kind of not into that as much anymore. I like this cutesy stuff like the Sanrio, Pokemon, all that stuff. But how long ago are we working on it? How long am I working on my game? See, that's the thing. Like, actually actively working on my game, probably not that long. See, because like it was like conceptually probably a long time because like I thought of that idea, the concept years ago. I'm talking about years and years ago. I thought of the idea, like, oh, it'd be really cool to do an action, like a action adventure game based on the Caribbean, because like I'm Cuban. I was like, you never see that. You never see that or my culture, you know? And it was one of those things I always thought like it was so out of reach. Like, oh man, I could never do that. That's so crazy. And I did do a few mobile games. You know, I did like a few mobile games, and like they're kind of like whatever. They're trash. I'm being honest. I'm working on for like 1 or 2 years. I mean, I guess if you realistically think about it, I probably worked on it longer, like a really long time. Just because it's like off and on, and like thinking about like in the concept changed many times. It's even funny because like, you know how I've mentioned before in my game you use honey as magic? Originally, this is like so funny. I was like, when I think about it now, I'm like, no way I would do that now. Originally, the main character used nails, like iron nails, as the weapon or the magic. So you would have like a stake, and you'd like stake, you'd stake the creatures, you like stab them. And now I'm thinking about, oh, that's so not. We don't have experience, so we are learning. You know, I mean, I'm the same. You know, I mean, I have worked. Like I said, I've done a little. I've done like art in general. I've actually done a comic before. I used to do a weekly comic. It was in a magazine, like a local magazine. So I did that for a little bit, and it was like a cute little comic I did. So I've done art and stuff like that for a while. And it's even like funny when I think about it. As a kid, I loved art, but I never, like, I was so like terrified of sharing my art. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to share my art with people, and whenever I finished a piece, I'd throw it away. And a lot of times my sister, which I love my sister, she's a very good sister. She would keep my pieces. She would keep my drawings. Like she has a few at her house. You know, I'm talking about like, this is the years later. You know, these are like old from when I was in like high school and stuff, and she kept a lot of them, which is very nice. Because my older sister, we're about like 9 years apart, so it's like a big difference. But yeah, and I didn't have that support in that way. I'm not very good at art. Okay. No, I mean like, see, for me, I actually don't consider myself an artist. I consider myself a designer. Like I like designing things more than creating art. You know, it's like, oh, this is like, for me, I'm designing a fun little owl. It's just like a little cute owl. You know, is it crazy? Not really. But I think that's the thing with the designing. Like, I think the difference with art and designing. So like artists, you're making it for yourself. You're showing your emotion or whatnot. But with designing, you're trying to create an experience for someone else. So I don't think, like, there's different skills, you know, like if you consider yourself more, maybe more of a designer, like I consider myself a designer too. See, like this is like a common, like an animal I like, an owl, combined with a culture I enjoy, which is Japanese culture. I could not think of any. I couldn't think of any story. I know there are some Caribbean stories with owls, but I couldn't think of any. It took me 1 year with help to make my character. Hey, I mean, at least you got your character down. My game, the character I've showed is actually just one of the NPCs. The actual character will be a customizable character in my game. I don't know. I'm like indecisive about this guy. You know, mine is Mr. Ghost. Ooh, it's cool. That is cool. A little spooky. Okay, let's do this style. And for the eye, this thing. How does that look? Look okay? Looks weird. Alright, let's do the color. He's kind of cute. No, I'm not doing this cool color on the eye. I think it's better. And, okay. Yeah, that's. Is that better? I don't know. I love them. Oh, thank you for you loving Mr. Ghost. See, it's actually funny because Ghost Head over here, he used to be my character. 2 Evo stages. I used to do reaction creepy videos. Ooh. Oh, should I do an Evo for this guy? I could. I have enough time, I think. Well, I don't know if maybe I could finish it next time. But okay, let's do. Just select it. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Select it. It is all good. Now let's flip it. Bring it in a little bit. And then what was the color I was using? Nope, that's not the color. It was like this, like a tomato red I was using. It's actually not a bad red. Being honest, I like it. Look at it. That guy is kind of cute. And then let's grab this color, and this pinkish. Yeah, it was like a pinkish color. All right. See, this guy is not looking too bad, right? Or am I crazy thinking he's not looking too bad? Let's go with the pink. Pink. I don't know, I'm just being so sloppy. Can't be precious. See, that's another thing. When I was younger, I was so obsessed with keeping things like perfect. Like, no, it has to be perfect. Nope, not anymore. I got over it. Now I don't mind it being all sloppy. You know? I do have a Discord. Hey, I have a Discord. If you have one, please share it in there. I would totally be down to join. You know, I don't know if like your game will mix with mine well, but I want to share other people's games as the more I guess like I said, right now I don't have many subscribers, but I would like to have a bunch of subscribers and still share other people's games. That is one thing I actually don't get. Why don't indies do more collaborations? You know what I mean? Like, that is one of those things I feel like indies should share more. Yeah, I have a server. It's in my description. I have it in the bottom. I'm pretty sure I have it there. It should be. If not, I will check. I mean, I'm pretty sure. It's like I'm like 99% sure it's there. But no, that's like one of those things. I always thought, why don't indies do more collaborations? Like you do see them, but they're so rare. And I'm not saying like you don't have to be like, oh, this is like half this game, half this other. But I think it would be really cool if they did stuff like, oh, we're doing a special event or something. Here's a special event, and in the special event, we have this character from this game or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. You know? I think they should do stuff like that more. I think it would be very nice. And where was I? Okay, I'm here. I'm here. We'll fix all of these. A lot of these black lines I'm gonna get rid of. There's like a thing I like doing. I'll show you. You'll see. You will definitely see it. Don't worry. Nope. Wait, what am I doing? I just went against what I just said a moment ago. I literally said I don't mind if it's sloppy and then I'll fix it later. And then I was just fixing it in the moment. Look at that. Such a hypocrite. Okay. But now let's do this guy. The beak. What name should we give this guy now that we're getting closer to finishing? For this little creature, this little Fakemon. It is pretty much a Fakemon. Now, I'm like looking at it, it's 100% a Fakemon. Originally it was just a doodle. It became a Fakemon. The eyes. Should the eyes even? No, I'm fine to color the eyes a different color just to emphasize that his eyes are open. You know? Okay, let's do that. And it's already not too bad. But let's see. Let's do. Start making it a little nicer. Right? Just clean it up a little bit. It is a little messy, not gonna lie. What color did I didn't color the inside. So let's do a yellow tone. Just because I like the yellow tone. The yellow accent is very nice. Look at that. Interesting looking. And then let's go with the yellow eyes. Ooh, I like. It's interesting. Yeah, let's fix this. And then let's do the yellow. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. It's kind of fun. And now let's go with the gray feet. The little gray feet. And see, it's funny because I was talking to somebody the other day. And they were talking about, it was like a YouTuber. They were talking about we should do like a collaboration or something, which I would love to. I would love to do more of that stuff. I'm actually working on a video, you know, like not a live stream, like a video. Like a fake-em-on video. It's gonna be fun to do. Is I want to start doing more of those like fake-em-on videos, and I want to do other stuff too, not only fake-em-on. I would like to do other series, talk about that, and I also want to talk about like maybe like design videos. You know what I mean? Like game design. Like, hey, you know, like if Pokemon did a Mario Kart style game, something like that. You know, I think that'd be really fun. Like it's like a almost like an exercise in game design, and I think it'd be interesting. Your stuff looks so good. Oh, thank you so much. I am so happy you joined. You became a fellow tourist, because I call myself a hobby tourist. I know, and it's funny because a lot of people use that as a negative, but I actually like it. I like the idea of like, oh, I love everything and I want to be part of everything, but I can't be part of one thing. I just want to be part of everything. You know, I want to join everyone's community. I want to be there. Look at that. He's so cute. Okay, now that we have the flat stuff, let's go in. Nope, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do this, and now this, and now let's do the shade. See, for me, I like, there's a few ways of doing shades I like. So there's one way you can do this. You just boom, and then you erase it. But I'm not gonna do that way. I'm gonna do, no, actually, you know what? Maybe I will do that way, just to show it. So I like to do that. I go, I got light, or not a light, desaturated dark purple or violet, and then I'll do the multiply. I don't know if you could see it here, right there, multiply it, and then I will do this. Where is it? I lost. It's over here. I swear, I do know how to use this stuff. So now what I do, I go around and I cut out all this stuff. Turn out, ka-ching, cut it out. Now let's cut it out again. Cut that out. Look at that. We're already cutting out. Oh no. We have to cut that piece out. Let's cut out the feet. Let's cut out more stuff. Oh, I'm gonna move this. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut that. And then let's do the wings. Cut a bunch of the wings out. Then we're gonna do this, this. So we're gonna cut all this out. Look at that. Wait, what's that? I have a challenge for you. Try to make it look 3D if you want. Ooh, okay, I could try that. I could try and make it look a little more 3D. We could do that. So right now, we're doing this. And We're doing a little bit, not full 3D yet. I will get there. We'll do a little more 3D. You know, right now it is kind of a lot. You know, kind of giving it like a form to it, like a little bit. It's not like super formed yet. Yeah. So then let's go into this. No, let's make that change. So I like doing this to it. I know you're like weird. Yeah, I like this. So do this. Do like a little white line to everything. Don't worry, I'm gonna blur it up. I'm getting my 3D glasses. Oh, that would be cool. Then you need to do that effect. I know what you're talking about with the 3D glasses, where you make everything red and blue, and then you'll do it like where it's like you kind of separate them. So you put like one over here, and you make them with red and blue, and then when you put them on, it gives the effect that it's jumping out. That is actually a really cool effect. I would love to try that one day. I do remember there was a software I had that did that. You know, it had that option. It was like, ooh, would you like to put it in 3D? I'm like, oh, that's cool, but it's such a weird gimmick. Bro, it's 2 a.m. for me. Oh, dang, that is late. It is 6:55 for me. So that means I'm going to be ending very soon, to be honest. Because I got to have dinner. And, yes. So I'm going to do the blurs. Yeah, we didn't get to do much. I mean, I actually almost finished this guy. I don't think I'm gonna finish him today, if I'm being honest. Just because I gotta start moving to eat dinner, and I can't be like skip dinner because I do have a small daughter. You know, she would be very hungry. I didn't get to finish. But I think we can continue it not tomorrow, next week. Just because tomorrow I'm doing my oh my god, my mini devlog, and then the day after I'm gonna be playing a game, which I haven't decided 100%, but I'm leaning on playing that what's it called, the Digimon demo. I was thinking about playing that, unless if someone else tells me a different game, I might try that, but. I am going to start wrapping up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you. Like, you have no clue how happy it makes me to be able to chat with you. OG Mr. Ghost, and who was also in here. Mithric was also in here. Thank you for hanging out. Next time I'll do the other Evo, 2 evolution stages. All right, I will do that. And Kenneth North, thank you for hanging out for a bit. Inoob, Luzvelia, Florida, and that is it. Or there might have been some lurkers, but it's all good. I'm not gonna force anyone to chat if they don't want to. Hey, and if anyone, please, if you want to help, do like the video, share it, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I have a Discord. You can join the Discord, hang out. There's not too much going on in there, but as people get joining, I want to do more stuff. I want to do little art challenge and stuff. And I even have a website too, delirium.plus. I have some merch even. I have some merch and I have other stuff in there. You can see bits of my games. It's also in there. But yeah, like I said, hope you all have a wonderful night. Goodbye. See you next time.